Hello and Happy New Year! Today is Monday, January 4th, back in the office. Now, last time we spoke, I asked you if you knew who was the first person to record the drummer boy. That was actually done by the Von Trapp family. Remember the Von Trapp family? From The Hills Are Alive with the Sound of Music. A little bit of trivia. Well, now we're into a new year, and let's look at our slate and say it's wiped completely clean here. So what are we going to do with the new year? One thing I noticed yesterday when I got up this morning and I turned on the news that Nancy Pelosi was reelected by the slimmest of margins, but she was reelected as the Speaker of the House. And Dick Durbin was sworn in yesterday for another term as Senator. Those are two of the people who gave us the Affordable Care Act. Yippee, woo-hoo-hoo, the Affordable Care Act. I'm going to show you what's happened since the Affordable Care Act went into place. We're going to take a look at what a policy today would be like versus a policy 8 years ago before the Affordable Care Act was instituted. So there's going to be a little bit of talk over as I show you some of the quotes for a same family. I've got a male, 51, and a son, 23. I'm going to use that exact same census for today so you can take a good look at the comparison here. So let's take a look at a quote right here. We quoted out, this goes back to March 11, 2013, and I have a 51-year-old male with a 21-year-old son. And this line that we've got highlighted here, these are the deductibles across. You can see $250 all the way up to $7,000. Now, the most common plans I would have sold at this time would have been the Blue Value Advantage and the Select Blue Advantage, the $1,000 and $750 deductible. The big difference is the Select Blue Advantage had a $35 copay. Other than that, they were about the same. So did you want to spend the extra premium for a doctor's copay? Maybe yes, maybe no. These policies right here were the most expensive things I could possibly have sold at the time. Now, let's take a look at a quote, the exact same census, and it's going for an April 1st effective date like the other one, so it's 8 years later. Notice here policies are categorized by metal levels, bronze, expanded bronze, silver, and gold. And look at these premiums, $891.68 all the way up to $1,336.10, a huge difference from the other plans. And the deductibles are from $63.50 all the way down to $750. Your doctor's copays only come in on the silver and gold plans. The bronze don't have a doctor's copay. We can scroll on down and let's take a look at the ER. ER, $1,000 copay just to walk into the ER. Always have $1,000 saved up. And with prescriptions, everything is subject to the deductible on the bronze, but on the gold, the silver and the gold, you have generic copays, but you really don't on the brand policies. So that was kind of interesting, wasn't it, to take a look at the difference in premiums and the difference in insurance policies that we now have under the Affordable Care Act. You know, one of the things that the Affordable Care Act did for us was it gave us guaranteed issue insurance policies. But you had to fit in that certain particular mold. That mold says it was guaranteed issue during the annual enrollment period from November 1st to December 15th. Outside of that, you have to have what we call a special enrollment period or a qualifying event, something like that. It could be death, divorce, marriage, birth of a child, loss of a job, relocation. These were some of the things that allow you during the balance of the calendar year to enroll in a guaranteed issue insurance policy. But now, today is January 4th. What happens if, for some reason, you didn't enroll, but today you find that you need insurance and you don't fit into those qualifying events? Well, we can look at a medically underwritten policy. We do have these limited benefit plans. I think I've shown you those in the past. We also have temporary policies that can be issued, but those are medically underwritten. They may not cover pre-existing conditions, and the insurance company has the right of refusal. The other thing is the temporary policies can only be written in Illinois for 6 months. What were they thinking 6 months? Because you know what, maybe you found yourself without insurance today and you don't fit in those plans as I just said. What were they thinking? I don't know what they were thinking, because they obviously weren't, because now I can only sign you up for 6 months. So, but these are options you have available to you. Don't hesitate to call me on the bottom of the screen and we'll see how we can help your situation out for the balance of the year. Another thing to consider is insurance as an employer, or if you're an employee. My marketplace tends to be in the 2 to 50 employee group size. We have the typical guaranteed issue insurance policies, and they can be written throughout the entire year. So if you're unhappy with your current plan, call the number on the bottom of the screen. You may need to have it reviewed. But I also have an insurance company that medically underwrites, and their rates, as I have told you in the past, are substantially cheaper. So as an employer, why would you want to offer insurance to your employees? Well, you know what? Those employees need to have the insurance. Whether they're healthy or not, they still know that something can go wrong. And they might want to go work for the guy across the street who's paying the same wage or slightly smaller but is offering benefits. So a question to you is, how expensive is it to rehire and retrain an employee? Compare that with the cost of your insurance. I've noticed in the past certain groups that have lower wages offer better benefits, because whereas they can't afford to pay a higher wage, it is certainly much cheaper to offer health insurance that most people feel like they need, especially in today's economy with the information that's going on. So once again, don't forget to give me a call. Be more than happy to review your insurance with you, so you'll at least know what you have, and maybe we can save you money or offer you a better product. So don't hesitate to give me a call. Happy New Year, and we'll see you next week.